I'm Meeka 6, also known as the Moroccan Angel. If this is our first encounter, I would like to say hi and welcome to my channel. If you should find my content spiritually enlightening or informative, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the like button. So within the Christian community, there is a saying or a term that is used quite often, and sadly, most Christians are very familiar with this and carry a specific association or connection with the term habitual sinning. This term is specifically referenced as or referred to as acts of rebellion that are done repeatedly. Let's get this on the table. To be clear, we're speaking of a repeat offender, one who violates the laws and commandments of Jesus for the Christian repeatedly. You literally have someone who has said or vowed to Jesus through and by the sinner's prayer. They have given their life to Jesus. You're in control, take the reins, and 2 days later, they're fornicating, committing adultery, murder, thievery, witchcraft, same old addictions, filthy language, and they come back every Sunday to church or repeatedly and admit they're struggling. And their Christian leaders, who's also rebelling and struggling with sin, will instruct them. Are you sorry? Do you regret what you did? Are you repentant? As long as you feel repentant or sorry for what you did, Jesus will forgive you. Never mind Judas. The truth is, if you were truly repentant, you wouldn't have went back the second time. So here's the thing. Only a false professing Christian will reference, identify, or share the teaching of habitual sinning, practicing sin, or struggling with sin, unfaithfulness. Whether it's your pastor, a family member, a friend, I need you to see this through the eyes of the scriptures and not through the eyes of your emotions. If you are or have accepted the teaching of habitual sinning, your Christian profession is false. Pride will make you impulsively say no, but humility will lead you to examine the scriptures. Let's take this to the scriptures. Now, a Christian, in the true sense of the word, is one who steadfastly follows or obeys the teachings of Jesus. They don't waver. They don't periodically rebel against him. They're faithful. Consistency. They manifest the true, genuine spirit of Jesus. They walk in his steps, keeping his commands, especially the one, go and sin no more. According to the Christian doctrine, it's a supernatural thing. Jesus clearly declared within the scriptures in the book of John that anyone who commit an act of sin is the servant or slave of sin. He's in bondage, still bound to the control and power of another. No one who sins habitually is free. You see, the struggle is the evidence that you're not genuinely reborn. You're not a new creature. you're still struggling with the old. This is the predicament, because I'm certain that there are many of you who know nice, loving, professing Christians who struggle with sin. Well, let me tell you a little secret. They're not struggling. They actually enjoy it. You do not indulge in something you hate. A man is not tempted by what he does not desire. There is no struggle, only the realization of the true nature of your heart. The Creator is openly revealing what you have made a connection with in your heart, the very thing that binds you. Come now. You may weep and cry and say, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this, I want to stop. But in truth, you'll stop not only when you are ready to stop, but when the actualization hits you of how it is seen in the eyes of God as filthy. According to the Christian doctrine, from the very mouth of Jesus himself, he said that one who has or is committing acts of sin is in bondage. They're not free. It's the Christian who will say, no. It's the false professing Christian who will declare, no, not one act of sin. That won't. No. But who constructed the Christian doctrine? Did Jesus not write the Christian doctrine? Did he not say what it consists of? He who commits sin is the servant of sin. That's pretty clear. The original Greek word for servant is doulos, which explicitly means a slave. 2 Peter 2:19 clearly describes, while Christian pastors and leaders promise liberty and freedom from sin, they themselves are servants or slaves to corruption and sin. For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage. So the ones who say no, not one act of sin, that's harmless. The false professing Christian will declare this because they are void of Jesus' Spirit. Why is this? Because you see, it's not just one act. That one act reveals something profound. The act is not the root. The act is the manifestation of the fruit of wickedness that has already taken root within the heart. In the book of James, chapter 1, verse 15, once that connection was made, the seed was dropped and nourished. The act is the fruit of what you have been spiritually connecting with. It's a manifestation and the evidence of what consists within your heart, your spirit. That one act of sin is the evidence of two things. One, that Jesus' Spirit is not there. And two, you're not His. Because the scriptures declare that where the Spirit of Jesus is, there is freedom, not bondage. And see, here's the danger. If you do not belong to Jesus as a professing Christian, and you are enslaved to another, but who? Who do the scriptures declare that the sinner is enslaved or in bondage to, regardless of their religious title? Why, the devil, of course. I'm the Moroccan angel. Do what is right. Always. It matters.